First, we should say the CBS board met today, decided at this point it's not going to make a decision, and is exploring hiring a counsel to head up an independent investigation. But for him monetarily, what could he stand to lose if indeed he would be let go from the company?
There's a lot on the line for Leslie Moonves. So he has, just last year, he signed a new employment agreement that spans through mid-2021, and over that time period he stands to gain several $100 million. So if it were that he steps down tomorrow, or if the board decides to fire him for cause, if they find that these allegations are true, he could lose out on as much as $300 million.
Wow. Could there be a middle path in which it's not that he's fired for cause and not that he steps down, but that they come to some agreement and he steps down and he gets part of this money? Yeah, so
there always can be special agreements that board strikes with executives that leave, and it'll be difficult to speculate on that because, of course, we'll have to see what the independent investigation shows. But safe to say that there's several $100 million on the line for Les.
In your story, you also explore about whether if Moonves does leave the company, he would forego his salary, but there's also a lot of back-end stuff built in. For instance, he gets to stay on at CBS to become a producer and senior advisor, which also brings in some money. Does he stand to lose that as well?
He's got quite an interesting deal. So his contract runs through 2021, June 30. After that, he's got a deal to stay on for 5 years as senior advisor, which will pay him about $5 million a year and an additional $15 million at the end of that. So that's $40 million total. That's in flux as well.
Media executives are like the best paid CEOs, right?
They're up there.
Why is that? Why do they have these huge cash salaries?
We've thought about that quite a bit in the past. Perhaps when you hang around superstars and people that are very well paid, then that just kind of comes naturally.
It's good to be around lots of money.
You can't be the boss of people who get paid tens of millions of dollars and not be paid that amount, at least yourself, right?
It would probably feel bad.
You have to wonder, too, when the board is making its decision, how does it factor in this huge salary that Moonves is expected to get as it tries to figure out whether they're going to keep him on or not?
It might be more of a how it looks public relations wise, more so than a financial expense for the company. CBS is a huge firm, and a couple of $100 million or not for Les Moonves might not move the needle for the company financially, but obviously this could have an impact on the company's share price. It could come up in discussions with investors, and it certainly is something that the board, if they decide to still pay out a lot of money to Moonves, they would have to explain to investors.